Hi, this is John Daniels from The Ring Lord. I'm making a Celtic Star, and my demo here is made out of 14 gauge 3/8 inch bright aluminum and 16 gauge 1/4 inch bright aluminum machine cut. And I'm going to demonstrate one today using square stainless steel. We've got 18 gauge 1/4 inch and 16 gauge 3/8 inch square stainless steel. And since I'm working with a saw cut stainless steel, I'm using my modified Nipex pliers. I will mention, don't try to make this this piece by making a length of Helm's chain and sort of joining it into a circle around a ring. It's theoretically possible, but extremely difficult. But the first step that we're doing is we're starting in the center, and we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 small rings around one large ring in the center. 6, 7, 8, and 12. So we'll loop all 12 small rings through one large ring. And now we'll use large rings, and we'll just go around in a circle, going through 2 small rings. And then the next 2 small rings. There. And for the next layer, we're doing the same thing, going around in the circle, going through 2 small rings, but we're going through 2 small rings that currently belong to different outside large rings. So for example, going through this one and this one, such that our new large ring is sort of lying half on top of each of two adjacent large rings. And again, we continue all the way around in a circle. It certainly is possible to get confused which layer is which. For a first try, it might be nice to use a couple different colors of rings. And that completes our second layer. And we'll have one more layer. Doesn't matter which side we put it on. We're doing the same thing, just we're offsetting with compared to the second row. Or another way to think about it is it's going to be exactly the same as the first row. So for example, going through here and here, such that your ring is laying half on top of the rings on either side and is directly above the ring that's in the first round. Now, while making a piece of Helm's chain and then making it into a circle is a very, very bad way to make a Celtic Star. A decent way to make a piece of Helm's chain is to make a Celtic Star, take out the center ring, and then make it into and take out a few rings to make it into a straight length. And again, as you get more layers, it's a little bit more difficult to see exactly what you're doing. And colored rings can be quite helpful. Any rings that you get sort of folding over like this, you gotta straighten out. Slightly easier to keep track of where you are if you leave the piece laying flat. And just one ring in the bottom laying the wrong way, but And that there. It's starting to look a little bit like the end product. And now the last step is using the small rings. And you'll be going through all 3 rows or layers just from the outside, just like this. Hold on, not like that. No, that's right. And come to think of it, I could have used a smaller ring for this. And the rings can, until you've got these small rings holding them in place, your rings can fold in. Now this ring combination is going to make a fairly loose Celtic Star. If you would have used slightly small rings, it would be a little bit firmer. And certainly my go-to size for this weave for making samples is the one that I showed you to start with, the 14 gauge 3/8 and the 16 gauge 1/4 inch. And there we go, complete.